Hello friends and welcome back to the Bishop Legacy Challenge. Today we're going to build a house. In the last episode, if you remember, we got about 10,000 simoleons instantly basically from enchanting a gnome and getting seed packets and just planting a bunch of stuff and involving plants, and it just was very quick. So also you remember we found out later on in that episode after we built the house that we're also pregnant. So because of that, we have got to make sure that this is going to have everything. So now we're going to go ahead and build the house. You already have seen the house, but now you're going to watch me actually build it. Okay, I am finally going to move this tree out of the way. It is driving me nuts where it's at. What is this? Is it just rock? We'll move the rock over. So what I'm thinking is flattening this out and putting a house like right there. It's not going to be much. We do only have 10,000 simoleons, but we're going to try and do our best. This is all from that gnome. All the packets we got, all the things. I'm going to try to keep most of this stuff together over here. I don't know how we're going to do this. We need to eventually rearrange the garden anyway. Right now, as it stands, I cannot actually build anything without move objects because our terrain is not flat. As you can see, all of this is raised up. All the squares is technically buildable flat space. So we're going to have to actually fix that. I'll do this right here. We'll at least get through this area because I don't want it all flat. Like, that can be raised. That's totally fine. But we need to be able to build. And we can have a little hill there. That's totally fine. I really don't care about that. I don't usually do much with terrain, so anything is better than nothing. We do only have 10,000, so we can't build a huge house. We can at least do something. Like, we can do a little cottage, you know, a little something. Like, that alone was 1,800. What we'll do is do a little side area over here. And then kind of go from there. Maybe we'll have a little jut out. Call that good? Yeah, I think that's good. And then we will remove that wall. And we'll leave this one. I'm thinking this can be, and when I build, I leave the walls down when I'm first just planning and trying to get stuff together. I'm thinking what we can do is we can shrink this back and we'll make that a little bathroom. Fairies don't actually need anything. They don't need anything. Literally, my sim has been living off of this and surviving just fine. We don't need to go to the restroom because we're a fairy. We don't need to eat because we're a fairy. But we're pregnant. We have to be able to have all the things that we need. So what we're going to do is build a little room. We'll also need a little nursery. So we'll have that be an entryway. That can be a bathroom. And we will put... We don't need anything big and grand. So we will just do something like this. I'm going to pull this back one. We'll make it just a tiny bit bigger because I don't want it to be a 3x3. So that's fine. So we'll make that a room. We'll make this, I guess, Victoria's room. And then we'll have that be the little bathroom. Over here can be a little living area and kitchen. Our little living area actually will be up there. Like, we'll walk into a little living area. And then we will have, yeah, that'll work. Let's do this actually. There. Okay, so this is a rags to riches legacy style challenge. So we're not gonna have a lot to start off with. It's not gonna be, you know, everything going on. It's gonna be small to start. We do only have $10,000 from front to back. But we're going to start with, I think, cottage living, because that's kind of a fairy-like. But also in the same breath, it's not going to break the bank because it's only 40 simoleons per door. We're not going to have a lot of windows because we're not going to have that kind of money. For flooring, just, again, something simple. I really like carpet, and that is also reasonably priced. Let's go, what is that? That's not what I clicked on. What is that? We'll go blue. Why not? We will also go like this. We will use my favorite tile, which is the one that I use for almost everything. If you watch my last build video, you'll remember this tile. I used it there too. I decided to change mine. I am going to make the bathroom a little bit bigger. For walls, what if we used the new packs? Because we are in that world. Let's use Enchanted by Nature. Like the kids' room, I was thinking this. It's $10. Oof. But this is what I was thinking for the kids' room. Like, it'd be fairy, whimsical, fun, because the kid's gonna be a fairy as well. And then we can use this one. It's gonna do like this. I'm thinking this for the back of the kitchen. Well, let's see what color cabinets we want to use in the kitchen. So I'm thinking, I really like the purple. This pack has a lot of really great purple, which is something we were really lacking. I think I do want the purple. We're gonna go with the purple. And then we'll just do something small like that. For the fridge and stove, we can't use Enchanted by Nature, but we need to be basic and cheap. So we might just go with the budget one and call it good. Nah, it's only a little bit more. We'll do this one. So put this. Let's actually do this like this. Get rid of that one. And we'll do the cheap little stove. And make it white. There we go. That's not so bad. I might actually have to make this even smaller for now. We'll see. I might be able to fit that much. I might not be. I'm going to be perfectly honest. What we do need is a restroom. I have to go with this, and I hate the base toilet. But you do what you gotta do. We're gonna need a bathtub. I don't have to bathe. I can bathe out in nature, call it good. But the baby will not be able to do that. So we can go purple maybe, or blue. I'm thinking blue. I never used colors like this. So we'll do that in there. That's cute. I don't think this comes in. No, we're not doing the green. I stand firmly against the green of that. Let's do a sink. This one does match, so we can do that. And we do need to put a toddler potty in here, because we gonna have a baby. What's this one? I don't think it's blue enough. That's too dark. I'm not gonna do that. Is there a blue that matches? I don't think there's gonna be. Oh, we can do that one. I guess we're gonna commit to the bit and we're gonna go blue. We're gonna make it look cheap anyway, because it is very like early game on this. So we'll do that. We'll also throw. I can go with that. That's cute. And I'm thinking I want it over here. Like in my head, I'm always just like, oh, let's put the toddler potty by the real potty, because in my head I'm like, that would make sense. I'm not a parent. I don't have kids. I've never had to worry about this. But I would imagine you would put the toilet by a toilet, or like the baby potty by a baby potty, because I don't know. I guess that makes sense. Makes sense in my head. So we'll do that. We'll do that. I just don't want it against the wall, but it's fine. And then right there, in a perfect world, I would put like some type of, I don't know. Should we make this a tiny home? Let's make it a tiny home. So if we make this smaller, which we can easily do. Okay, so it's not huge, but we can do that. And then we can make this a little smaller, like that. And that'll take us down to 72, and we need to get around 64. So we need to get rid of a little bit more. And I guess the baby's room's not gonna be as big as I want. We don't technically need a bedroom, so that's something else I'm keeping in mind. We're going to do this, and then this. So then that'll put us at a tier 2, and with the tier 2, what? No. With the tier 2, we get some little bonuses. Here we go. So if we do a tier 2 tiny home, you get a little bit extra, so like skills are doubled, cozy comfort, so like everything is twice as comfortable, you lighten the load, your bills are a little bit less, and your happy, inspired, and focused buffs last twice as long. Tier 1's even better because like relationship gains are doubled, plants grow twice as fast. We clearly don't need help with that. You get a little bit more, and I kind of want the skill gain. So we're gonna leave it like that for now. And then that gives us a little extra, not a lot, but you know, whatever. let's put these back. There we go. So this can be, being as we don't need a bedroom, we can just make that some type of like little skill room. And then we'll go from there. Let's do some more cheap wallpaper. We'll go with purple, because at least then that'll match that one. And the borders kind of match. I don't think it's going to look as good with that, and it doesn't. So let's go with, is there a tile? I mean, we don't have to do the purple ones either. Because there's other colors of this that would probably look better. Like this is the one that I was initially thinking, was the green. Let's try the green and see what we can't come up with. That's not green. So let's go with green. And then go back to this one. I don't think there's anything in that I would really be able to work with. That one's a little too high for the mosaic. Like this one isn't terrible. Doesn't really match super well. Why can't I click on anything today? I'm thinking this. It's just a little something, but it works. Gets the job done. The real question is, am I going to be able to find something this color? What is that from? Okay, so let's go to all. We'll see if we can't find something from Jungle Adventure that is going to be able to match. This, in theory, should not at all. Gorgeous. So if we do that, it's going to cover all of it. So I'm going to have to do it manually. There. I can see the line, but it's fine. We're going to make it work. Cool, so we'll do that. I have never used this wallpaper either, so that's kind of nice. I don't normally get to change stuff up, so I like that. Maybe in here, because we have that blue color, we could do that. Something different. Gets a different color in there as well. So we'll do that, and then we'll have that, and we need a front door, or this whole thing is not going to work. We'll stick with this one, because this is the door we used inside anyway. But I want a color, and I'm thinking this one. This one, I cannot click today. I don't want it right in this. I want it lighter. I want it light. I want it. I say light. I grab the darkest option. So then let's give it just a little curve. If I do oh shoot, if I do Shift C. Also, if you don't know, if you do Shift C, you can get the second bubble there, and you can really, I guess 3, but you can really like change up the shape of it so that it's like you get a lot more control. So if you want it to really be like bell shaped, you can do that, which I think I do want to do. But then this one, like you see the edges like right in here, can really curve up or down, that type of thing. And we'll pull this like this. Cute. We'll go with a nice light color. We'll do that. There we go. Okay, now, get rid of that. Pull that back out. There we go. I don't know why that got weird on me. I don't know what I did. I don't know why I didn't pull that out before. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, why does that look weird? So let's do some windows. We don't need a lot. I am thinking just something like this. Just something cheap, something small. Because we don't need a lot. Remember, this is a starter home. This is going to change. This will not stay. Whatever this is will not stay. We are not going with that though. We'll just go with these. Go with the old traditional. We'll change them later. This is not permanent. This is just what we're going to go with until further notice. I'm going to have to get in there to look at this one. But we'll do this one right there. Throw one over here. I'll throw one right. Ooh, does that get in the way of... No, it doesn't. It doesn't get in the way of a single thing. And then we'll put a window right there. Is that where we're going with it? About that height? Perfect, so we'll do that. It's not a lot, but it's something. I'd like there to be another one right there, so we'll just do this. That way there's something. I just need something more. There. That's not bad. It's nothing exciting, it's nothing thrilling. My goodness, we can use the one from the pack. I love this thing. Let's go purple. We'll get all fancy with it. We'll go like that. I'm gonna put you right there, right in front of the window. I don't think for right now. Oh my god, this is so cute too. Okay, we'll get this too. Just for a little. No, we won't. We won't. We're gonna be smart. We're not gonna do that just yet. We can get that later. We do need, if we're going to be going into that career, which now that we have a house, I'm comfortable doing. I was not comfortable doing it at first. And then that'll give us the stuff that we need to do for that. I would like there to be a little. These are so cute. I don't know if that's gonna get in the way though. So we're just gonna we'll put it right there. That's cute, that's small. Because you don't need any of that. We do need the living room. I need this though. This thing is so stinking cute. Look at that, little something else extra right there. And apparently we're going all in with the purple. So we'll do this right there. I love the little blanket in the corner. And like, I don't think we really need to have any type of TV with it. Maybe we want one later. Is there, so the legs of this is purple. The legs of this are purple. There's no legs of this one that are purple. Okay, what about that one? That works. Not exactly what we're going for, but it works. It does the trick. Let me shrink that down. Thinking that like that. Cool. Good enough. And then maybe we will slide this over like this. And then that'll give some more room. And then if we wanted to, we could try to fit a little TV. We're not going to be able to use Enchanted by Nature, of course, but in a dream world, I'd have something like this. That's 900. That's 500. I think we'll leave that like that. We're going to need to get a trash can. We don't have one of those yet. Let's do... I cannot believe how much money we got from that note. I'm still... like, whoa. This is my go-to trash can, so we'll use this one. Is there a fun color? Green? We'll do that. We'll put this, actually we'll put this over here, because right there, I am seeing a plant. Bob the plant. Bob the plant is tiny. This is one of my go-tos that I put in everything, but it's not, I want thick plant. I'm thinking that, but taller even than that. I'd love to have that, but that's taking up way too much space. I do this one a lot too, but she's not thick enough. Oh boy. Maybe we already have this on the tile anyway, so if we use this, and it does come in that color, we already have that pack being used, so we can put this in here, and then it at least brings another item from that pack into the picture. Although, this is a build I'm actually playing with, and on those, I don't care so much about packs that I have. I'm just going to put it in there because I like it, because I'm the one playing with it. Does that make sense? If you want it closer like that. Okay, so I don't think there's much else. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm not used to like not making sure they have a bed and this and that. So I'm just like, I feel like I'm forgetting so much because none of this is necessary for my current situation. But I'm gonna need it for my baby when I got my baby. Oh, let's put an alarm in there because she's not cooked a day in her life. Oh, a sink. We need a sink in here. I think this one is what we'll do. And I like that in front of, yeah, I like that. It's very basic, and I'd like to someday have something better in there. Maybe we can get some more stuff for the baby now. Maybe. I don't know. We're getting kind of low on money now. We can't even use this yet. I don't know why this is my focus. But okay. Let's take a look at the outside. Let's see. Make sure we're satisfied with that. I like that. Let's move this now. Put this over here. So we don't need that. Let's do something with all the gardening. I like the idea of having a gnome by the garden, like the garden gnome is kind of a thing. If we did this, how many of these can we fit, like, in here? 4? Someday when we have more money, we'll, like, put a little fence around it and, like, have it actually, like, fenced off, like we're not just some wild animal over here. I'm going to put that over there, actually, so it's a little bit more spread out. And then that's all of our garden stuff, right? This, I'm just going to put over here. Oh, oops. Oh, we need to put a actual outdoor, and isn't, I was going to say, don't I have a mailbox, like, way over here? The mailboxes in this pack are so cute. Look at this. Are you kidding me? So cute. We'll use this one. We'll even throw it over here, like it's kind of out of the way. And then we'll put this kind of right there. And put that like that. I can delete a lot of this and make money, but I feel like that's not in the spirit of the challenge. I'm not trying to delete all this stuff from here. So let's give this a test run. Let's make sure we can get in here. Okay, shush. Go over here and actually just go sell everything. Can you reach in the middle? Like you can get to the peas and the blackberries? You should be able to walk through. Okay, cool. Perfect. So let's save this and then we will call that good. Okay, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you enjoyed this. I will link at the end of the video the latest episode, so if you guys want to watch that, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, thank you guys for coming in. You have an amazing night. I appreciate you. And goodbye!